Hi, welcome back all you giggling babelfish. It's Daisy, of course. I promised last time that the subject on the COVID next would be social media and video socialising during lockdown and what is easier for me to do. But I have a bit of surprise for you, because last Friday I went and did a COVID test. Not because I think I have COVID, don't worry, I don't have COVID. I have proof, which I'll show you later. So I'm here at a testing area because my mum's on a research thing and she had a tummy ache yesterday. So I thought it'd be interesting to tell you the experience, what it was like for an autistic person to do this test, and show you what it's like in the process. So the first thing that happens, of course, is you book the test. And once you book the test, you get this email, which, as you can see, has a code on it. You drive to a test centre where you show the email with the code to a big scary guy with lots of personal protective equipment on and a mask so you can't read his face. Cue. First problem for anybody who can't read normal faces without masks. And then you go in. Now, preferably you ought to have your ID, but I forgot mine and the email seems to be evidence enough, so that should be fine if you forget. The first time I went with my mum, it was in a sort of army centre with the army, and I got told off for unwinding a window. He gives you the test. In that test bag is your instructions, a glorified earbud. You could very well use this as an earbud. A test tube, a piece of flinty, felty material, no one knows what it's about, and your ID card, which unfortunately I chucked mine away. First thing you need to do is you need to read your instructions manual, and in a minute I'll show you a clip of us on the day reading the instructions manual.
COVID-19 self-test step-by-step guide. Before you start, read these instructions. Need help? Put your hazard lights on, Billy. Where are we? Take a sample swab, tonsils in the nose. Put swab sample into a plastic vial. Okay, that's a plastic tubey thing. And screw the lid on securely. Place plastic vial and white absorbent pad into Ziploc bag. Put Ziploc bag into biohazard bag. Take the sample from your tonsils at the back of your nose. Put on the gloves. Clean your sanitize it. Blow your nose. Oh God, have you got any tissues?
I hope so.
Check your contents. Oh, okay. Gently blow your nose into a tissue. This is so that you get rid of any excess mucus. Take the tissue home and throw it away in a bin. Oh, this is joyous. Look inside the back of your mouth and find your tonsils at the back of your throat. You can use the car vanity mirror to help. Open the package and gently take out the swab. This will be used for both tonsils and nose. Holding the swab in your hand, open your mouth wide and rub the tonsils for 10 seconds at the back of your throat without it touching your tongue. Put the same end of the same swab gently into one nostril until you feel slight resistance, about 2.5 centimetres up your nose. Rotate for 10 to 15 seconds. You only need to sample one nostril. Oh golly, I will come back to the rest of it in a minute.
So anyway, you're about to see a clip of me trying to prepare for the test and understand what the heck is going on, how to do it.
Put it in once you've done it.
Stick thing.
I don't know.
Has it gone? Has I not got a stick thing? Was yours in it, or was it in a different?
Yeah, it was in it.
Oh. No, it's not, is it? It wasn't. It was in this one. So, first of all, I've got to stick it up my tonsils. See if I can do this.
Now you'll need to lose the mirror. Can you see where you're going?
We got to the point where I was starting to prepare, but we didn't actually manage to take a photo of the actual deed because we got in a muddle. It is quite complicated, guys. Give us a break. So I thought I'd show you now how to do it. So you take the glorified earbud, you stick it up your mouth. Now I'll show you exactly what you do, but give me a minute just to get right up to the camera. So, for 10 seconds. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go and touch your tonsils for 10 seconds, but not touching your tongue in the meantime. Your same earbud, imagine it's the same earbud, and you stick it up your nose until it can't go any further and you feel resistance, and you hold it there for 10 seconds. Disgusting. You're going to see a clip of me on the actual day just finished the whole test. Okay, so that was horrible. I felt like I was going to vomit, and I couldn't help but cough, and I don't understand why you have to basically contaminate your nose with your mouth, and it's not pleasant to stick it up your nose that far. God knows how autistic people are going to cope with this, but hey ho.
You did just cope.
I gagged twice, and I have a good handle over my sensory issues. Sensory wise, it's very difficult.
So we're going to take it over to the station and get our codes put in, and off it goes.
What actually happens is that you go to yet another person and you hand them the thing and they check it's all sealed up properly, which mine wasn't, and then you say bye and you go. Now there are some ways to make it easier. The first one is to bring a mirror, a bit like this one in this clip. Now they do suggest that you can use the car mirror like this one, but as you can see from the picture, it's small, it's not a very good mirror, and it's way too high up for you. You'd have to sort of kneel or something on the seat, wouldn't you? So I do suggest you bring a mirror, preferably not a hand mirror, because 2 hands would help with this, it's very difficult. The other one is you bring a decent flashlight. Now you could use your phone for a flashlight. I think it'd be quite difficult for autistic people, so if you are any kind of autistic person who really struggles with the senses, I do suggest you bring a family member or a carer with you, and you shut your eyes, think of Britain, or as it may well be your special interest, and concentrate on that while they do it for you, and you might just survive without a breakdown. Now the last step, of course, is getting your results, which they usually say it's 24 to 48 hours. We know that it can be longer. Now I got mine in the morning after. Here are my results. Yay! I am COVID free, and here's a little insider for you. So is my mum. I will be talking to you guys, I promise, I'll be talking to you guys about lockdown and socialising over the internet. And if anybody has any experiences of doing a test or found anything that is useful which I have not mentioned in making a test easier for anybody, not just autistic people, please do tell me. I would love to be able to spread this and help more people, and I would like to hear your experiences, so do write it in the comments below. And subscribe, like and share if you think this is useful to anybody, not just ASDs but NTs. Now if you excuse me, I'm just going to go and cry and scream in a pillow, so I'll see you next week.